The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
Top of the morning, Raider Nation. Yes, indeed. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to another episode of Raider Sunrise Live with yours truly, Lunatic Raider, right here on Raiders Allegiance. Please smash them thumbs, man, before y'all come up in here, man. And if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Welcome one, welcome all, man. Let's get into it. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. We got my guy, the mod with the most. NorCal Raider Jesse in the building. My dude Dark is in the house, man. What's the deal, man? Salute to you. Miss Lady, my sis, Holly is in the building. What's good, Holly? Top of the morning. Alex S is in the building, man. Salute to you. My guy Samaj is in the building. What it do, my guy? Hey, for real. Top of the morning, man. Raider Nation Jason in the building. Let's get it, boy. For real. We got Robert Penny in the building. Egalitarian 207 in the building as well. Graham Cam, what it do, my guy? Top of the morning. Raider Syndicate, what is the deal, man? Top of the morning, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. Who else we got up in this Mickey Figgy? Lost City Wee, man. What's the deal, man? Good morning to you. Tops. Raider Nation for life. Trigger in the building, man. Good morning. Yes, indeed. We got 631 Entertainment, ENT. What's the deal, man? Salute to you. Willie Wayne in the building, man. Salute. Yes, sir. We got Cassandra Crowder in the building, man. Good morning to you, man. Thank you for pulling up. Yes, sir. That's it for right now. Till they start pulling up in here. They're going to, though. I just sent out the link to everybody. Today, we are going to be discussing we're going to go over the history of the new quarterback coach. Another knowledgeable individual to come in at another position coach. You feel me? This guy has a wealth of knowledge, has been around from offensive coordinator, being quarterback coach, college, professional, was once with us back, some years ago. Hey, AP is doing this deal, bro. He's doing the deal. Mike G in the building, man. Salute to you. I see you pulling up in. Tony Sheffer, what's the deal, man? Top of the morning. Yes, indeed. Make sure I got everybody, man, before we get the rolling, man. We about to get this shit cracking for real. So we do have a new quarterback coach. Yesterday I showed you guys. I forgot the brother's name. James, was it James something? That's the assistant QB coach, but he has a wealth of history dealing with quarterbacks that's in the league right now. So we got some good shit jumping off today, man. We're gonna get into it. Let's get into the content, shall we? The new quarterback coach is Rich Scangarello. He was the offensive coordinator with Denver. Let's pop this up, man, so we can dive into it. As you can see, I had to break this shit down into two parts. Has a wealth of knowledge, has been doing this thing for a long time. So let's dive into it, man. We can go over all his previous stops. So as a coach, he was at UC Davis. Shout out to UC Davis out by Sacramento, man. Hey, shout out to y'all for 1998 to 1999. He was a graduate assistant. Then he went to Idaho in 2000, where he was a graduate assistant as well. Then he went to Carleton in 2001, offensive coordinator there. Back to Idaho in 2002 to 2003, where he was the quarterbacks coach. UC Davis once again in 2004 to 2007, he was the wide receiver coach. Then at UC Davis in 2008, he became the co-offensive coordinator and wide receiver coach. Then with us, the Oakland Raiders in 2009, he was the offensive quality control coach. Millsap, he went in 2010 to 2011. He was the assistant head coach and offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. So he was wearing three hats at Millsap. Hey, shout out to you. Hey, for real. Man, that's good shit. Then he went to Northern Arizona in 2012 to 2014, where he was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. Then down on to Atlanta Falcons when he entered. Well, he didn't first enter the NFL with Atlanta. He entered with us. But later on, he went to Atlanta Falcons in 2015, where he was the offensive quality control coach. He went to Wagner in 2016, where he was the offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. Went to the San Francisco 49ers in 2017 and 2018, was the quarterbacks coach. Denver Broncos in 2019, where he was the offensive coordinator. Then the Philadelphia Eagles in 2020, where he was the senior offensive assistant. San Francisco once again, the 49ers in 2021, he was the quarterback coach. Kentucky in 2022, he was the offensive coordinator and quarterbacks coach. And then now with us, Las Vegas Raiders, 2024 to present, he is now our new quarterbacks coach. Got a lot of experience, bruh. Offensive coordinator as well as quarterback coach, and then wide receiver coach for a couple of stints. But all in all, it's about the knowledge of the individual that I like to consume myself with, because if you look at this team, and I'm not talking about the roster as far as the players, I'm looking at the coaching roster. There's so many guys here with so much knowledge. Some former players, some just been coaching for a long time and took on different responsibilities on their journey to being with us. I think that's very helpful to AP being a first-time head coach and really starting off. He's surrounding himself with very well groomed individuals who have a lot of experience in football. You know what I mean? From coordinators to head coaches to whatever. You know what I mean? So, hey, shout out to AP, man, for putting together a stellar coaching staff that are known as being teachers. So I look forward to seeing what Rich Scangarello can do with the quarterbacks that we have. We know we have AOC here, Anthony Brown, and then God knows what's the next move that we're going to do. We're going to talk about that today too. The moves that the Raiders could do that will take off the hit from the draft picks that might take for them to move the number one. Honcho said today that he talked to someone, and the value of moving from 13 to 1 will require 3 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks. So that for the next 3 years, you'll be missing 1 and 2. But the way you can do that and alleviate the hit that you would take for not being able to draft in the first 2 rounds, I see the writing on the wall. And what we're going to get into next, the next subject is going to be the salary cap, and then I'm going to go ahead and use that as the bridge to what I'm about to bring to you guys' attention as far as what the Raiders can do to counter taking a major hit or major blow by losing your first 2 rounds of draft picks. And you actually, and to be honest with you, it's not really you're losing 3 first-round picks in 3 seconds. You'll lose 3 seconds, but you're only actually losing 2 first because you're swapping your 13 with number 1. So you're keeping the first-round pick this year. So you're basically, in essence, you're giving up 2 first-round picks and 3 second-round picks if that is the desired value from going from 13 to number 1. So we got to keep that in perspective. But to counter losing those picks for next, we'll lose a second-round pick this year. The next year, the first and second is gone, and the year after, first and second is gone. But there's a way to counter that shit, and to be honest with you, it's a faster route than drafting and developing. And we're gonna get into it right now. This is the new projected salary cap for 2024. 2023, the salary cap was $224.8 million. This year is expected to jump up to $250 million, which means it's a $25.2 million increase. So we will be having $25.2 million extra on top of our cap space and on top of what Garoppolo is going to give to us, as well as any other salaries that we shed to add money to this cap. Right now, we are at $35 million. With the addition of the new salary cap kicking in March, that will jump up to $60 million. And then with Garoppolo's 11.2, that's 71.25. And then don't forget Renfro, as far as releasing him or trading him, that will free up another 12. So you're looking at $84.5 million or 0.3, because it's only a 0.8. It's 11.8 for Renfro. So you're looking at, yes, there's money. And then that's not to count, like I heard, other players can be released as well, and that money will go to our cap as well. So there's a lot of flexibility that we will have with close to $80 million under the cap. Now, this is what you're going to need the $80 million for. If you, and I guarantee you this should soothe everybody's pain. If you do trade 3 first, 3 seconds to move up to number 1 to get Jaden Daniels, if that's your target. And then a lot of people like, well, for the next 3 years, we don't have a first and second round pick. Exactly. So how do you alleviate that? You go into free agency and go get you spend that $80 million on talent that can come right in day 1, still in their prime. The same way you went out there last year and you got fucking, god dang it, Spillane. Same way you got Spillane, you do the same shit. You go out there, maybe you don't get a Chris Jones because Chris Jones gets and that's today too. Today the window opens for franchise tags. So you're gonna understand what teams are tagging who. It doesn't mean they have to do it now. They're probably going through the books and trying to see who they franchise and who they don't. So Kansas City's in a situation where I heard that they're trying to franchise and try to get an extension done with Chris Jones. But what that might lead to is Snead being available. And with Snead being available, with that $80 million that we'll have under the cap, you sign him. That alleviates you having to go into the draft and drafting a corner and hoping you can develop him into being a starter. You can go out there and sign the starter. There's other players that's out there as well. I know the Niners got a shitload of players they're about to release because they went in all in trying to get these motherfucking doing these trades, signing these free agents, and they didn't win a Super Bowl. So now their back is against the cap. Chargers, another one that's going to have to do a lot of movement because they're $40 million over the cap. So there's going to be, right now we know the free agents that are free agents because their contract ended, but we still got free agents from being released. So there's a whole slew of players that's going to be released that we can go out there and use this money on. whether it's offensive linemen, linebackers, whether it's safeties, corners, defensive tackles. They are out there and they will be available, and we do have money to go get them where we don't have to worry about nothing else. So you will have to cover your ass for the next 3 years and do your due diligence in free agency to go ahead and lessen the blow of not having a first and second pick for the next 3. Well, actually, like I said, actually the next 2 years, no first or second, because all we're doing is swapping our 13 for number 1 if you move up with Chicago. So Hondo said that it's going to be 3 firsts and 3 seconds to move from 13 to 1. Rock and roll with that shit. Rock and roll with that shit, because to be honest with you, it's not 3 first-round picks. It's only 2, because we're still going to have a first-round pick with the number 1 we get from Chicago by giving them our 13th. So, you got to keep that in mind. So, would you move up for Jayden Daniels with 2 first-round picks in 3 seconds and then use your money that we have under the cap, all this money we got, use it in free agency to plug all the other positions that and we still got more draft picks. Don't forget that. The beauty of it, we have 9 draft picks. So all we'll be losing is a second round pick. So that means we will still have 8 draft picks in this year's draft. Don't think that we're giving up all our drafts to all our draft picks to move up for Jayden Daniels. That's not the case. Don't forget, we have a total of 9 draft picks. You give up your second this year because we're going to have a first, which is that number 1 to get Jayden Daniels, but then we will have a 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, and 3 7s. And you can still maneuver in the draft to go ahead and either move up or move back and accumulate more. You know what I mean? So maybe with your 3rd round pick, somebody might want to move up. Shit, give us a second next year. Because like I told you, any draft pick that you trade that's next year is not considered, like if we traded a second round next year, is not considered a second round. It's considered a 3rd round pick this year. It's a lower pick because you don't know where it's going to be. So you're pretty much in the dark. Now this year's draft, we know where all the picks are slotted. But if I gave you a future first or second, those are really not valued at first and second value. It's a round below, because you don't have no idea. So that's the gamble on it. But like I said, we still have without the second this year, we will have 8 draft picks still. Next year, they're probably betting on the fact that if we do good this year, most likely you'll have somebody such as a Patrick Graham might get a coaching job next year. If so, that's 2/3 from him. Maybe Champ Kelly becomes a GM elsewhere. That's 2/3 from him as well. Well, actually, is it 2/3? I think the max is, I think 3/3 is the max if you had a GM and a coach get promoted up elsewhere of minorities. So but it's spread over 3 years instead of spread over 2. Right now it'll be spread over 2. If Champ Kelly goes, it's a 3rd round pick next year and a 3rd round pick the year after. If both of them, Champ Kelly and Patrick Graham, goes, then I think the way they do it is you get a 3rd round pick this year. I mean, the first year, 3rd round pick second year, and I think the 3rd round pick in the 3rd year, because I don't think they'll give you 4 picks. But I gotta check though. But yeah, this is the projected salary cap for this year at $250 million. So hey, we jump up $25 million extra we got for free agency. I told you all them little streaming deals that they're doing, that the NFL's doing, they're doing it for a reason. It's profit sharing. All teams get affected by it because it all adds to everybody's salary cap. So I'm good with that shit. He said that's a lot of FU money. Where's it? Hey, for real though. Hey, that's some real shit though, Robert Pena. Because with 80 million, and we don't have a lot that we got to go get. And you ain't got to use all that money on everybody. Because what it is, like I said, we will still have 8 fucking draft picks this year. Even if we move up and give the future 1s and 2s. We still got 8 more draft picks. We still got a draft. The only round you ain't going, and then to be honest with you, fucking with the Raiders, they might take that third round pick and package it up with some other shit and move back into the second round. If it's that serious. Depending on what we do in free agency. See, free agency is going to dictate to us and let us know what exactly in the draft we need to go ahead and set our eyes on it and shoot for. Because we might solve a lot of them problems come March 11th. You feel me? And time is ticking, bro. March 11th is going to be next. Do you know next week the combine starts the end next weekend? The 29th? Leap year. So we actually got 1, 2, 3 weeks. 3 weeks until the actually it's not even exactly 3 weeks. Hold on, let me tell you exactly when the combine jump. Because this is when we're going to start evaluating this talent. But the free agency is going to let us know what is a priority and what's not. Like I said, man, this shit is going to work in our favor, bro. It's going to work in our favor. Okay, let me see. February. The next Friday is the 1st of March. So you figure we're getting through this week. Next week is 1 week, 2 weeks. We only got 2 weeks until the combine. Or no. 2 weeks until free agency, bruh. 2 weeks. Because we get through next week, we'll hit the 1st on Friday. The week after, we'll get to the 8th. And then that following Monday is legal tampering and free agency. 2 weeks is going down. 2 weeks from this coming Monday. Let's go. Hey, I think they already been talking to Chicago. You know what I mean? Because they're saying Washington ain't gonna trade, period. At 2. At 3, New England don't even know what the fuck they gonna do. From what they're saying, they don't have an idea what they're gonna do. And the same with Chicago. They really don't know, but they said if you move now, you're gonna have to overpay. Just to get them to, you know what I mean, go ahead and release the number 1 overall pick. But I think they look at us and be like, well, shit, if we trade with the Raiders and if we keep Fields, we still solid with the picks they're going to give us for the near future. But now we'll be at 9 and 13. 9 and 13 is perfect to go get an offensive lineman and a wide receiver for Fields if that's the route you're going. Get him protection and get him a target. Hey, facts. And there's going at 9. Oh, you get your receiver at 9. Offensive tackles are deep as fuck. You'll get that at 13. Hands down. You know what I mean? You might get neighbors from LSU to put with Fields. Who knows who's going to drop the 9? You know what I mean? But I know your top 2 probably be Doomsday and Harrison Jr. is going to be the number 1 and 2 probably off the board, but that's not the only targets at wide receiver. Like for us, I would love to get Brendan Rice later on with the picks we still have. There's still shit we can address with the picks we have, bro. So I think they're game planning already. I think they're already in talks because I heard that some teams got at Chicago at the Senior Bowl and was interested in moving up. Now, I know Denver might be one of them, but see, the thing is with Denver is they do not have a second-round pick. They don't have a second. You know what I mean? And for somebody like Chicago that's going with, you know, a new offensive coordinator and all that other shit that they got over there, and then if they keep Fields, then you're gonna have to make sure Fields is gonna be successful, and you gotta do that by getting him protection and getting him weapons. 9 and 13, perfect fucking slots to do that. Perfect slot. You don't need Marvin Harrison Jr. I know he's a great quarterback. I mean, a wide receiver. But you remember Megatron? How many Super Bowls did he get? Let's do one even better. Remember Randy Moss? How many Super Bowls did he win? Just because you got an elite wide receiver don't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl. A quarterback is more important than the wide receiver. Facts. Because you're going to get a shitload of wide receivers. The quarterbacks that come out pro from colleges, there's only one per team. And not all teams got a quarterback that's ready to come out depending on what year in college he is. And is he going to stay or transfer? But wide receivers, every team got multiple wide receivers, multiple weapons. So you're going to have way more wide receiver action than you do quarterback. Same with offensive tackles. Going to have way more, bruh. There's a reason why these quarterbacks that's going to go in the first round, why they're going in the first round. They have protection to make those plays to stand out. Offensive linemen, yeah, they're there. So, yeah, man, I think that's the route they go. Pro Raiders, Unum. What's the deal, man? Salute. Arizona got the number one. I don't know if they do. What's you saying? Arizona. You said Arizona? Arizona's not trading nothing. They're gonna stay at 4. They're gonna stay. They're gonna stay with Kyler Murray. For real. They got too much money invested in them. Bears get number 13 and 2 future first and second, and keep their 9. And we get Arizona number 4. Nah, we don't want number 4, bruh. The quarterback we're targeting ain't gonna be there at 4. You can almost bet that shit. And that means you're gonna have to sit there. If Arizona get number 1, then they're going wide receiver. Then fucking New England is the wild card though. New England's the wild card. What if they go Jaden Daniels at 3? Then that's not who we want. I like Drake May, but I think every quarterback needs to go to where they belong. You feel me? I just believe that shit. I think Drake May. What New England? I think New England can flip the whole draft on his head by. I think they will do something like. I think Michael Penix can go at number 3, bruh. I just got a feeling that's a prototypical New England Patriot quarterback is Penix. If New England goes Penix at number 3 and Jaden Daniels and Drake May is available, everybody gonna be like, what the fuck? Now you're gonna have a lot of phone calls about moving up. You know what I mean? Arizona, but see, if Arizona trades and go to 1, damn, Chicago will fuck around and get the number. Who gets the number 4 pick? So Arizona get 1, Bears will get 13 and 2 future first and seconds and keep their number 9, and we get Arizona's number 4. Arizona goes for Harrison Jr., okay. Caleb to Washington, only wild card is the Patriots. Just like we're saying, and I think Patriots will flip the whole fucking draft on his head. I think they go Michael Penix, bruh. If they're not satisfied with Zappian, bruh, I can see that shit happening. I can see New England going Penix at number 3, and that'll flip everybody for a loop, which means we get Jaden Daniels at number 4, if that something like that happens. But like you said, the wild card is New England, and God knows what they do. I think that New England, I don't think New England is a Jaden Daniels type of team. I think Drake May and Penix would be the 2. Reason why I say Drake May reminds me of, and I've been telling people, I said this before anybody was saying this shit. I said he reminds me of Josh Allen. Just his build, his arm, and all that shit. And like everybody wanted to compare, they was comparing Drake May to who the fuck was it they was comparing him to? And I was like, no, I said he's like a Josh Allen. Now I can see New England fucking with Drake May because they face Josh Allen twice a year in the AFC East. So that might give them like, man, I wish we had a quarterback like that. You know, that kind of scenario. What can counter Josh Allen if Buffalo is the team in your division? You know what I mean? That's putting in work. We know the Jets didn't do shit. I don't know what they're gonna do with Aaron Rodgers. Is he gonna come back 100% healthy, or you know what? But New England might be looking at who do we have the battle with Josh Allen, because that's probably the team that you're gonna have to face to win that division to get to the playoffs. Why not get his doppelganger? You feel me? Drake May versus Josh Allen. Go for it. But see, Michael Penix, more of a pocket, doesn't want to run. He's like a black Tom Brady. I'm not saying that he's gonna be like Brady, but when it comes to passing down them sidelines, it's precision. It's precision. You feel me? Don't expect him to run just like you wouldn't expect Tom Brady to run. You know what I mean? I think he's comfortable in that pocket and he'll get the job done, especially that New England go ahead and invest in that offensive line. I think Arizona is best strategy. Well, yeah, because if we do go the Arizona route, it won't cost us as much as going number 1 overall. But if AP and Telesco and them is dead set on Jayden Daniels, I don't think they give a fuck about what it's going to cost. That's just, y'all got me going all, let me see, did I forget anybody? Shout out to everybody that's here, man. Please subscribe to the channel. Smash that like, man. Shout out to the world's most dangerous chat, man. Like I say, without you, there's no me. And without us, there's no nation. There's only one. And that's the motherfucking Raider Nation. Salute to y'all. Y'all make this motherfucking shit go. Oh, we are 4 subscribers away from 1,500. We've been moving that needle, y'all. And I got to thank you guys for making that shit happen. Salute. Yes, sir. We are 4 away. We are at 1,496 subscribers, man. We've been grinding, doing this shit every morning, bringing y'all quality content. Hey, Luna, can JD say he will only play? Yes, he can do that. Well, he won't say, he won't say the Raiders, though. But see what happens. This is what happens. If he declines going to the team that drafted him, I don't know how the eligibility works. Does eligibility in college, did it change with the NILs now? Like if I remember before, this is what I want to know. Do college players have an agent for NIL deals in college? Does anybody know that answer before I Google it? Does college players have to have an agent for NIL deals in college? I'm curious. Oh, yeah, the 49ers going to dump a gang of salary. They're so fucked up. Like Hondo was saying it too, that they're going to have to release a lot of people, bruh, because they went all in to win the Super Bowl and they didn't win it. So now, and Hondo said, and now I don't think they'll win a Super Bowl now. They didn't win all in. You know what I mean? Making trades for big salary individuals, signing big salary motherfuckers in free agency, trading for, and it didn't work. They did what the Rams did. Remember the Rams did that shit a couple of years ago and won it? They won it. The Niners did it and didn't win. That fucks you up, bruh. You put all your money in the pot like that thinking is, you know what I mean? You're basically trying to buy a Super Bowl because you remember that's what the Niners did in 95 with Steve Young. You know, when they had Deion Sanders and yeah, when they paid all that money for them. Yeah, when they bought that Super Bowl. Yeah, for real. Because Deion only said he went to the Niners because of the money. He said I remember he used to say he wore the ring that he won with the Niners on the middle finger because he was saying fuck that ring. He said he only went there for the money. He didn't want to go there. He said the Niners wouldn't even want a place he wanted to go to, but they was offering him so much money he couldn't say no. So yeah, they bought that Super Bowl in 95. Same way they tried to buy one this past season. It didn't work. Didn't work. Thank you for coming. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you. Oh, they do need an agent? Okay, this is why I'm asking, Raider Syndicate. Shout out to you. The reason why I'm asking, because what the rule once was is if a football player coming out of college signed on with an agent, it killed his eligibility. Right? So if you already got an agent because of the NIL deals, then you still have eligibility. And if you get drafted by a team that you don't want to go to, you cannot go back to school and play. If I'm correct, if everything lines up right, he can say, I'm not playing for that team that drafted me. I'm going back to school, and then he'll re-enter the draft the following year. Bo Jackson did it when he came out of Auburn because Tampa Bay lied to him and told him he would not lose his eligibility for him going to visit the Tampa Bay Buccaneers about playing football for him getting drafted. They told, because he asked him, he said, will this affect my eligibility to play baseball? They said, oh no, that ain't gonna even matter. And it did matter. He was ineligible to play baseball. So him being mad at Tampa Bay, he didn't play for Tampa. When Tampa Bay drafted him, he didn't go. He did not go. Following year, because he got drafted in the first round. Following year, he went back into the draft. We got him in the 7th because Al Davis allowed him to play baseball and football. He said, go ahead. You could do both. Shit, Bo Jackson was one of them dudes. But if I'm correct, if they already have an agent for the NIL deals, what you think, that would make sense, bro. Who's going to broker the deals? You know what I mean? But then they can't take away his eligibility because he already has an agent in college. Because they used to be able to do that shit where if you sign on with an agent, it's too late. You can't go back. Oh, and another player that did it was Eli Manning. Eli Manning got drafted by the Chargers, San Diego Chargers. He didn't want to go. His dad spoke out and said, I don't want my son playing there. They don't have an offensive line, and he's going to get hurt. So what happened is they forced a trade with the New York Giants. The Giants sent fucking old punk-ass bitch that played for the Chargers, fucking Ryan Leaf. They traded him to the Chargers in exchange for Eli Manning. So Eli Manning wasn't going to go either. So they made a trade to get something out of it at least. And we see who won that motherfucking trade. The Giants got 2 Super Bowls. Good morning, A. Gravy. Shout out to you. Who else we got up in here, man? Justin Brown, salute to you. Trade Devontae. No, don't trade Devontae. I mean, it'll be enticing, but nah. You got to keep your weapon, bruh. They're not rebuilding. They're about to do something to try to pull this shit off this year. That's the only way. If they can go far in the playoffs and go Super Bowl, that's on their radar. And some people may say, do you think we're just a quarterback away? And my opinion is yes. I believe we're a quarterback away. Because look at it like this. We came up real short against teams that were playoff teams. We beat teams that were playoff teams. We took down Kansas City, who won the Super Bowl. We have the blueprint. But I think the blueprint for Kansas City, I think we just had that kind of defense that can we made it hard for a lot of teams. We just couldn't score no points, bruh. We could not score no points. I know everybody like AOC, but to be honest with you, bro, like even in that Kansas City game we won, we did not score no touchdowns on offense. Period. Aiden O'Connell delivered 2 field goals. That's it. If it wasn't for the defense and those 14 points that they scored, we would have lost that game. And then you go back to the Minnesota game, 3-0, bruh. We couldn't even get in field goal range. We got a kicker that can kick 50 plus yards. We couldn't do that. We couldn't get in the field goal range. Kind of reminded me of the Saints game with Carr last year when we couldn't even get over the 50 fucking yard line. Now I know people talk about the development of AOC, but if we would have had, well, there's a lot of ifs in that scenario where if we would have had AP from week 1 and if we would have had a competent quarterback who can score points, I ain't gonna say AOC ain't competent. He's just green as fuck. He's a rookie, a non-mobile rookie. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But I think we're a quarterback away that can score points and make shit happen with his legs and his arms. I think we're a threat just because of everything that's around that quarterback. It's like, we get Jaden Daniels. A lot of people say, well, we get Jaden Daniels. It don't mean we're going to be shit. A motherfucker that got clocked at a 4.5 40? You don't think a quarterback with wheels When everybody's worried about where Devontae is, where's Josh Jacobs? Where's fucking Trey Turner? Where's Michael Mayer? Where's Amir White? When you're worried about Jacoby Meyer, you're worried about everybody else. You mean to tell me there was not gonna be a lane open for Jaden Daniels to just take the fuck off and be gone? His legs alone is gonna get us in the field goal range damn near every time, bruh. They're gonna double team Devontae, okay. If they stack the box, teams are dumbass. I dare you. Get a Jaden Daniels, and I dare any defense to stack the box. Because if Josh Jacobs come back, which we have the money to bring him back with the cap going up that much, and Garoppolo and Renfro bringing money to us, and then other moves that they make as well, $2 million here, $1 million there, we can get damn near close to $100 million under the cap. Easy. Oh, and let's not mention restructuring. Let Devontae restructure and free up 20 mil. Because, next year he's supposed to make 40-something. Oh, he can restructure. He can add another 20. Easy. You feel me? He can add another 20. You got to keep him on this team to do that, though. You know what I mean? You could trade him off. But then, we know how dynamic he is. He's going to force defenses to double him every time. You double him with a mobile quarterback, good luck. Hey, good luck. Choose your poison. Either get stabbed or get shot. What you want? That's why I say a quarterback like Jaden Daniels. See, a lot of people just looking at Jaden Daniels, just him by himself, what he can do. I told y'all, it's more than that. Do not pay attention to the name. Pay attention to what Jaden Daniels provides you as a quarterback. What does he give you? Right? Now implement a quarterback with what he gives you and what we're going to do offensively. If AP wants to run the ball down your throat, we're going to take shots downfield, but I think that'll come with, if we're running the ball down your throat and you can't stop it, then the next bet that a defense does is stack the box. Now you're leaving Devontae Adams man on man. You leaving Trey Tucker man on man. Somebody will be open deep. You need a quarterback with the arm and the threat of being a run along with the running back to make teams really want to stack the box. You're putting them in a position of failure. Defenses will not succeed going up against that. You can sit there and watch Baltimore. Look at Baltimore. I think the reason why Baltimore just had a bad game against the Chiefs. We had the blueprint. Let us be like Baltimore. As far as the way the offense and defense is playing, I think our defense is better than Baltimore's anyway, to be honest with you, as a unit. Not individually, as a unit. See, that's the one thing in this team is being built as. It's not built on the backs of individuals. It's being built on the back of the team. The whole unit as a whole. Collectively. Because that's how they've been playing. Look at our defense. Collectively, they've been doing that shit. So I believe a quarterback that supplies the threats that a Jaden Daniels supplies in this offense with Getsy, with the surrounding weapons that he'll have, plus with this free agent money, we can go in and fix this offensive line if we don't already have the pieces already. I told y'all, Dalton Wagner, DJ Fluker. We have these guys on this team. Parham is name thrown in there. Mumford. He's thrown in there. You still could bring a Luminor back. He may not be the starter, but let him compete. Let the best man get it. Get this line fixed and watch what this team does with a mobile quarterback that can go deep or take off on your ass and you ain't catching him. I'm just saying. It just stresses out a defense, bruh. It's too much stress on the defense when you got... See, right now, with Aiden O'Connell, this is the weapons that our team has with Aiden O'Connell. Devontae Adams, Trey Tucker, Jacoby Meyer, Michael Mayer, and then if you bring Josh Jacobs back, Josh Jacobs. That's 5 weapons. That's with AOC. You put Jaden Daniels in there, now your 5 weapons become 6. Now you got that quarterback that can be as impactful as a Devontae Adams or a Josh Jacobs. Off bat, can be just as effective and dangerous as your main weapons. AOC ain't gonna tuck the ball. He run that shit. We ain't nobody fearing that. He can't take it to the house. But Jayden Daniels gives you that extra. He don't even, and what I'm saying is you don't have to run him like that. Just the threat of him being able to run like that causes defenses to be like, fuck. They got to play antsy. They got to be nervous. So what you're going to use, now you got to take one person off your defense and just tell him you be the spy. So now he can't come into the quarterback. He just got to sit there and mirror the quarterback. So you pretty much just took one player out to play. Now they're down to 10 men. Now the defense is down to just 10 because the quarterback alone is going to allow them to have a spy, which he's totally out to play unless the quarterback runs. So now you're playing 12 against 10. 11 against 10. So now you got him at a disadvantage. You got him at a disadvantage. That's what I'm talking about. It's not the name of the quarterback, it's what that quarterback provides you as a weapon. He will become the sixth weapon. Not the 5 heartbeats, it'll be the 6th heartbeat. You feel me? Nah, I think the Bears is going to go. This is where I think the Bears are sitting at. The Bears are sitting at the situation. The reason why I think they would take Fields, because if you get rid of Fields and you draft the quarterback, what happened if that quarterback is a bust? You know what you got with Fields. You know you can still develop him because every year he's getting better. He's not exactly at where he's at, but maybe the new people you're bringing in can get that out of him. You feel me? So that's the thing. Why get rid of something that you know you have, what you have, and the potential it has, over something that you're hoping has something you can get out of it? You know, do you bank on being sure, or do you gamble on being hopeful? That's when it comes to this draft, that's exactly where Chicago's at. And I think Chicago, you don't need, Marvin Harrison Jr., yes, he's a great wide receiver, but he's not the only good one in this. He's not the only one that's going to produce for a team in this draft. That's what I'm saying. Doesn't matter how dynamic a wide receiver is. Well, look, name the most dynamic wide receivers in the NFL. Who's the number one receiver in the NFL right now? Give me your top 5. Chat, this is what I want y'all to do. Give me your top 5 wide receivers in the NFL. Top 5. It don't have to be in no order. Just give me your top 5 wide receivers in the NFL right now. Yeah, we've been hoping, but that's why AP wants Jayden Daniels, because Jayden Daniels is not hope. He knows what Jayden Daniels, he recruited Jayden Daniels. There's a reason that guy went on and won the Heisman. When you get over 4,000 yards passing and 1,000 yards rushing at quarterback at LSU, it's not like you in a weak-ass fucking conference. Tyreek, DA, Justin Jefferson, good ones. Good ones. What other quarterbacks? What's the top elite quarterbacks in the NFL right now? Elite top quarterbacks. Okay, Tay. Dude on the Bengals. All right. See all those wide receivers y'all mentioned? Add up all their Super Bowl wins. Add all their Super Bowl wins together. And I'm going to show you what an elite wide receiver does by himself. Add all their Super Bowl wins. How many Super Bowl champions wide receivers did you just everybody you just mentioned? Add all their Super Bowls together. What Cheetah has one? That's it? Out of all those wide receivers, Cheetah is the only one with a ring? That's what you telling me? They're not giving up the whole draft. Charles, why you think they're giving up the whole draft? You know there's 7 rounds, right? Everybody's saying the whole... This is not New Orleans Saints trading for Ricky Williams. It's not that, bruh. Everybody putting 10 on 2. Calm down. It's not the whole draft, bruh. And you can compensate that by going ahead and using this free agent money to plug the holes that you would have drafted for anyway. But you would have been drafting players that you don't know would have panned out. You're hoping they're going to plan out. But these free agents, okay, so you mean to tell me if you sign Snead, you hoping Snead is any good? He's coming off a Pro Bowl. You know what you get with Snead. What about Chris Jones? If you went out there and signed Chris Jones, if Kansas City don't, are you hoping he's going to be a good DT? Or do you know he's a good DT? That's what I'm saying. You better off with free agency than you are in the draft as far as getting someone that you know what they are coming in right now. And I ain't talking about no 35-year-old fucking players. I'm talking about motherfuckers in their prime. In their prime. Just like when you got Spillane. I told you, when they got Spillane and I researched him, I said, bruh, they got them a dog at linebacker. You go look at Pittsburgh. He was so gangster over with Pittsburgh. They said they used to have to make him sit on the sideline during practice because he was out there hurting his own teammates. Not really hurting them, but putting the hurt on them. And they had to calm him down, like, hey, bro, come on the sideline, Spillane, bro. You can't be doing that shit. That's the kind of dude. That's why they had to have Spillane. They said that was they made that a number one fucking target by going getting Spillane. And look at Spillane. That's what I said. People need to I think you need to give Antonio Pierce more credit than what he is getting for being able to recognize talent. Because everybody so far that I heard that he went and recruited at Arizona State, all these motherfuckers is ballers. All of them. That he went and got. He got Ayuk. What did Ayuk do? 1,300 yards with the Niners? What? And Debo's supposed to be the number one? Your number 2 went out there and balled like a motherfucker? Jayden Daniels, what? Gets the Heisman Trophy? Out of all the quarterbacks in the nation, he outdid them all. Even outdid Caleb Williams that everybody thinks is going to go number 1 if everything stays as put, who won it last year. Drake May beat him out. Penix beat him out. Bo Nix beat him out. These are all AP's, dude. AP I think he has an eye for talent, and I think we're not giving him that credit because he was on the recruiting staff with Arizona State. He was the one. Okay, like here's another one. Jack Jones. Jack Jones. New England gave up on him because of some of the situations he had. But like AP said, matter of fact, do I got this shit? I'm gonna let you hear what AP said. This let me know right here. I was like, you know what? Oh, I don't have that shit on here no more. That's all right. But come on, man. He had an eye for fucking Jack Jones. He had to bang the table for Jack. Nobody wanted him with the Raiders. Champ Kelly, nah, man, I don't think that's a good idea. You got some baggage. Mark Davis, you want to? Nah, I don't know, man. You want to do that right now? He said he went downstairs. He went over some film, watched it again for what they're trying to do. Go back upstairs and say, nah, bro, look, get Jack Jones. And if it don't pan out, me and him can go out the door together. You can get rid of both of us. He put his job on the line. You do not put your job on the line if you don't know what the fuck you talking about. So I think AP has a better eye for talent than a lot of people is giving him credit for. He knows what a football player is supposed to be. He knows what a Raider is supposed to be. That's why I got full faith in him that he's gonna build this. Him and Telesco they working together, bruh, like the odd couple. You know what I mean? And they're gonna get the right players on this team for what it is we want our identity to be. And AP is gonna be one of the guys that's involved. He's gonna be one of the. There's a reason why if it's Jayden Daniels that he's banging the table for, god damn it, there's a reason why he's doing that shit. He knows it can cost his job if they give up all these picks and he don't pan out. He knows this. You don't think he knows that shit? So you think he's just gonna make a dumbass, careless ass move to fucking jeopardize his fucking career as a head coach? You think he's just gonna do that shit? Come on, man. Y'all gotta use better logic, bruh. He ain't no fucking dummy. He ain't no dummy. Nigga ain't gonna throw away his whole fucking career over one player if he does not truly believe that player is the motherfucking man. Come on, man. I'm just calling a ball and a strike a strike. It's common fucking sense. I know I'm not gonna. If I know a motherfucker at my job ain't shit, I'm not vouching for that motherfucker. If I don't know who that motherfucker is, I'm not vouching for that motherfucker. You on your own, homeboy. I'm not vouching. I don't know who the fuck you is. I don't know you from Adam. But the difference is AP knows these dudes. He knows them. He knows their temperament. He knows their DNA makeup of what kind of players they are. He knows their dogs. You think he's going to go after a player that he once coached that's soft as shit? Scared to tackle? Scared to make plays? You think he's going to go vouch for that shit? Come on, man. Y'all got to use common sense, bruh. If you see steam coming off the water, don't stick your hand in that motherfucker because it's hot. Shit. Y'all better than that, bruh. Y'all not Niner fans. Y'all acting like Niner fans. Where every year they're going to win 6 Super Bowls. They going to win. Quest for 6. 6 dicks in your ass. That's what the fuck you searching for in the motherfucking Castro district. Come draft day, I have a strong belief. We will draft JDAV. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Hey, Raiders, I know better. AP is not gonna make a stupid ass move like this, unless he's just 100% truly sure that you give me Jayden Daniels, watch what the fuck the Raiders do. I'm just telling you. Now he may not be everybody's number one quarterback. It's not about him being the number one quarterback. It's about, can he come to us and fit what we're trying to do? Can you, if we gave him to Getsy in his offense, can Getsy come up with an offense that'll make defenses pay? Yes. 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 And he has experience with mobile quarterbacks of this caliber. Jordan Love was the main one he started off with. Took his team to the playoffs this year, 1 year after Aaron Rodgers left. Then he goes to Chicago. Now, everybody talk about the only downfall on Fields is his injury history. That's the only thing you can really say about dude. You can't say he's not elusive. You can't say he's not mobile. You can't say he doesn't have a rocket arm. He has all that. Can he stay healthy? That's the question. Now people gonna be looking at Jaden Daniels. You think Jaden Daniels is gonna come in the NFL at 210 and not gain no weight? You don't think they're gonna he ain't gonna lift no weights? He ain't gonna work out. He ain't gonna be put on a regimen, a dietary regimen to help him build muscle mass? You don't think they're gonna do that? You think they're just gonna let him come in here and be like, oh, you don't have to go to the weight room. Oh, you don't have to eat this nutrition. You don't have to have the nutritionist get you your whole menu for your food this week. Just eat the Doritos and shit you've been eating. Fuck the weight room. You don't need to add no weight to your frame at 210 pounds. But you're thin. Everybody's saying he's too thin, but they ain't saying shit about JJ McCarthy or AOC being 210 or less. I said this shit yesterday, bro. Y'all motherfuckers are so stuck on whatever the fuck you're stuck on. Get the fuck off of it. Go get help. Go to Dick's Anonymous. Tell them you addicted to riding dick. Because you're riding everybody else's dick. They're coming up with their own fucking conclusion. Oh, he's too thin. Motherfucker, he's as fucking big as AOC. You ain't said AOC was too thin. Now I'm hearing motherfuckers talk about JJ McCarthy. That motherfucker's 202 pounds. He's 8 pounds less than AOC and fucking Jaden Daniels. But you ain't said shit about him. He's the great white hope. Tell you, the shit gets fucking... Sometimes I wonder, bruh, is it really the quarterback or is it the color of the quarterback? Because I'm telling you, that's the only motherfuckers that get all the fucking time. Just like the old fucking... Dude, this shit don't make no fucking sense. First is, oh, we're not smart enough to play the position. That's what all GMs used to say. In case those that don't know, we're not smart enough to play. And I say us, black quarterbacks, ain't smart enough to play the quarterback position. That's what the rumor, that's what the stereotype was. Now it's like you can't say that no more. So now what you got to say is, oh, he's too light. But the white quarterbacks, the same fucking weight or less, oh, they could start right now. Makes you wonder, bruh. I hate playing that race card shit, but hey, there's nothing else to point out to make you disagree with the shit. Why is Jaden Daniels the only one that's too thin that needs to add weight? Why he's the only one mentioned? But these other motherfuckers at the same build, you don't say, oh, AC needs to add more weight. Ain't nobody even saying. And JJ McCarthy is the most skinniest motherfucker out of the bunch. He's 6. How are you 6'3" and 202 pounds? Bruh. 202 at 6'3". That motherfucker shaped like Taylor's. Nobody in that shit. Nobody's mentioning that shit. It can make you wonder, bro. Hey, and you know what? This is the thing, Michael Robinson. Does anybody remember what it was that made him drop? Because I know there's a few things that make, you know what I mean? Same thing with Aaron Rodgers. For Aaron Rodgers to drop like he did, bro, are you fucking serious? Sometimes sometimes shit comes out, like, watch when the draft comes, and it happens all the time. When the draft comes, watch a lot of this, watch the fucking news shit drop about certain players. Watch the certain news. Remember, what was the player that they all of a sudden popped up with the video and he was smoking weed? Like weed is going to be an enhancement. Weed is only an enhancement at the buffet, bro. in an eating contest. That's the only enhancement weed is gonna give you. That shit ain't gonna make you run fast or jump high. It's gonna make you forget to jump and forget to run. That's what. Nah, let me quit. But I'm just keeping it a buck, y'all, man. It's just crazy how it's always double standards. And I'm trying to figure out, well, why is it a double standard? The motherfucker McCarthy didn't win the Heisman Trophy. So What was it that allowed Jaden Daniels to win the Heisman Trophy? Was it because he was thin enough to win? He wasn't too thin to win. He won that shit as thin as he is. Yeah, he's a little light in the ass. 210. That ain't. I'm damn near that. I'm 194 and I'm 5'6", but I'm not no fat 194. Everybody hold their weight different. But at 6'4", 210, at 15 pounds, hey, 225 would be nice on them. 15 pounds ain't shit. Every professional team they're gonna check their body fat. They're gonna check all that shit. You get that, you get the full physical, and then they're gonna put you on a regimen diet. This is what I need you to eat. This is what your meal gonna consist of, and then this is what you're gonna do in the gym. It's your health and conditioning. They're gonna put some weight on him, bro. We acting like this motherfucker ain't gonna gain no weight. He's not anorexic. He don't have a tapeworm. Come on, y'all. We the nation. We ain't like these other motherfucking weak ass fan bases that be talk about the aliens them put a probe up his ass and now he can't gain weight. Come on, man. Motherfuckers sound ridiculous with this shit. But I mean, shit. I know AP really believes in his guys, and I can't knock that shit, bro. Just like Kingsbury really believes in Caleb Williams. They're not taking nobody else but Caleb, bro. That makes perfect sense. So why does if Kingsbury and Caleb Williams makes perfect sense, why AP and Jaden Daniels don't? Why we got to be an exception to the rule? Send me some shit. Let's see. Post Las Vegas Raiders. Oh, no, that's some motherfucking Raider group on Facebook I'm on. But yeah, man, I whatever move they make, you gotta rock with it, bro. Cause so far the moves that they've made was like they weren't moves that we question. Like, why would you do that? Like when you got rid of Marcus Peters, we understood that shit. You know, we understood why you got rid of Marcus Peters. We just didn't understand why McDaniels kept him. See the difference? Let me ask you this. Do you think the Bears got hold on, bro? Hold on. Let's keep it a buck. Do you think the Bears has the team to win now? You think they have the players right now to win now? I don't. We know that Carolina is that number 1 pick, but you drafting at number 9, bro. You're in the top 10 of the draft. Why? Why? And you're an NFC team where what was the record of the worst NFC wild? What are the records of the NFC wildcard teams in 2023?
Here's a summary from the Zone. Here is DAZN's completed playoff picture in the NFC. 1 San Francisco 49ers, 12-5.
You
Dallas Cowboys, 12-5. 3 Detroit Lions, 12-5.
You say, is Chicago win now? And here Green Bay made the playoff. They're the last wild card with a 9-8 record. They didn't even win double digits and they made the playoffs. And Chicago couldn't? That don't, bruh. If you can't make the playoffs and you with 9-8, like Green Bay did, you need a rebuild. I'm just telling you, got it, bro. It's time. If you rock with Fields, you don't want to waste his career. but 9-8 got you into the playoffs in the NFC. That's why I said the NFC is trash. NFC is trash. All your dominant teams to win the Super Bowl are all AFC. The only one they mentioned was the Niners, and you see how that didn't age well. You feel me? The Niners and Detroit are up and coming, have potential. Green Bay has potential. You know what I mean? But none of them is you're not gonna go in the casino and put your money on them to win the Super Bowl. It'll probably just be the Niners that you put on there. But you go into the AFC, you looking at Baltimore, Buffalo, Kansas City. Is we gonna be next? Just because we handled the motherfuckers that won it. We handled their ass. And we're gonna add people. We're gonna just get better. We're not getting rid of the players that help us do what we did. We seen the difference of the team once the head coach changed. And here's the crazy part. See, this is what you're overseeing. You don't think that, and I'm gonna say this. It's not, to me, they say, are you a quarterback away? I'll say it's a combination of two things. I think it's the quarterback and the offensive coordinator. Because don't forget, Bo Hardegree never, ever was an offensive coordinator, and he only had the old fucking playbook that Josh McDaniels left in his motherfucking drawer next to Gay Lovers magazine in the top drawer that was sticking together. Left the playbook there. Hey, that's the only thing we got to work by, bro. We ain't got enough time to trash this shit and come up with something new. So you figure, what's it gonna look like if you get a Jaden Daniels and put him with a Getsy with all that fucking experience he has? Bo Hardegree had none with AOC. And I say the same thing with AOC. What do you think AOC can do with a with a Luke Getsy that has all that experience calling plays, working with quarterbacks, working with wide receivers, and Bo Hardegree doesn't have none of that. But yet, we still won 8 games. If we were in the NFC, we'll be 1 game behind Green Bay to make the playoffs as a 3rd wild card. Go figure. We got action, bruh. We got action. I hope that if they plan on doing this shit, it's the right move. Because last year nobody would have been complaining if last year we made that same trade to move up to get CJ Stroud. Everybody didn't think CJ Stroud was gonna be that dude, or he would have went number 1 overall. Everybody didn't agree on that. But would you have been the only way you're not gonna complain is if you trade that many picks and then the motherfucker comes out balling like CJ Stroud did. If Jaden Daniels could come out balling and just his threat alone gets us into the playoffs, then everybody's gonna say, hey, those draft picks were well spent. We got our dude. We got our motherfucking dude. And that's all we want. Get us to the playoffs. Get us to the playoffs, and then all this shit, everybody gonna forget this shit. They're gonna forget about the 3 first rounders and 3 seconds, whatever it's gonna cost. You gonna forget you gonna say fuck them picks. Nigga, look at us. We in the playoffs. All that shit gonna go. Now it's easy before anything happens for us to, be critical. Because we have nothing to go by. We're just going on what we believe could and would happen. But I tell you, like I'm gonna say it once again, I do not believe AP makes this move if he was not 100% sure he knew what he's gonna get out of this dude. He knows what he's gonna get out of him. He knows what he can get out of him. You just got those dudes that you know which buttons to push to get the best out of him, because he's been doing it for years. When they were in, come on, bro, he knows this. This is not somebody he never coached before. He never seen play before. So I'm just saying, if they do this, let it happen. Let's judge them by what happens after. That's all we gotta do. That's all we can do. Let's judge them by what, if they make this move, let's judge them by, and I'm not even sure if Jaden Daniels starts, but I know they'll probably make them compete, which I want competition. I don't want them to just be handed over the keys and be like, the offense is yours. Nah, there's nothing to bring out the best. There's nothing to bring out the best in you. That's why I believe that I think AP knows exactly what it is it's gonna take to get the best out of Daniels. I'm gonna put him in a situation where he gotta compete. Watch this. He loves to compete. It's the competition that drives, and AOC is the same way. I believe AOC thrives off competition. He didn't have that this year. There was nobody threatening to take his job. But put him in a thing, because he's gonna know. I just got a feeling about AOC, dude. AOC is gonna be on this team, and Getsy is smart enough to be able to adapt an offense to his quarterback. But at the same time, Getsy wants to be able to just open up the playbook too. He does not want to be limited because of how limited the quarterback might be at certain aspects, like being mobile and running and using his legs to extend plays. And you know what I mean? He would have to gear the play calling to the strengths of AOC, which is going to take out all the mobile shit that he could use with a quarterback like Jaden Daniels. You know what I mean? So it's a wait and see, bro. I'm excited. I want them to make the move. We've never made no move like this before. And all the years we haven't made the move, we fucking missed. We missed. Staying put, drafting who came to us, we fucked up every fucking year. Every year just staying put and not trading up. So why is it gonna hurt if we all of a sudden do something different, trade up to go get somebody that we feel is better than what might fall to us? Plain and simple. Standing still at the picks that we have, that didn't pan out. Ain't none of that shit panned out. Period. And now we're in a draft that could be the deepest. And like I said, even if we can't get Jaden Daniels, doesn't mean it's all over. There's quarterbacks that could be there, but if you have your eyes set on one, you go get him. You go get him. You don't go to the bar and you see the bride that catch your eye and she's attractive and you say, "Ooh, man, I like her." And then you be like, "But nah, I'm not gonna buy her no Hennessy. I'm gonna go fuck with this fat bitch and just give her some Doritos." I'm just gonna get a fat bitch some Doritos because I'm not buying no $10 Hennessy, even though she bad as a motherfucker. And I want her, but I'm gonna settle for this because I'm gonna play it safe. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to take a chance and get struck down. That's why, man, come on, bro. You can't. Scared money makes no money. Remember that shit. Scared money don't make no money, bro. You only gonna benefit if you make that move. You can't sit there and have that fucking mindset. Oh, I'll trade up and get him, and he might not pan out. You thinking negative. Stop putting that negativity in the air. Put some positivity in the air. I'm gonna get him, and I'm gonna turn him into a motherfucking Hall of Famer. That's what you want to do. I'm gonna make him great. Do that shit. Not, I don't want to move up because I might, man, my luck, I'll fuck around and this gonna happen or that could happen. You feel me? Go get him. Prove everybody wrong. You ain't gotta prove them right if they think that you dumb for trading up, giving up them picks. You can't think like that. That's some old cowardly ass thinking shit. Everybody else that felt like that quarterback was the one for them, they traded and got him. CJ Stroud, Houston, traded up and got him. 49ers made a trade, even though it didn't work out. They wasn't no bitch. That's one thing you could say. The Niners wasn't no bitch trembling in their shoes. Like, oh, I don't know if we want to move up and get Trey Lance. They made that move and they lived with it. And it just so happens they found Purdy sitting in the parking lot selling crochet. Crochet fucking what's the things that the older women wear over their shoulder, that the knitted shit. What's them look? Not a doily, that goes on the couch, but the other things that they wear over their shoulders to keep them warm. Yeah, he in the parking lot making that shit thinking he ain't getting drafted. Go for it. I say go for it. Fuck it. Fuck it. Go for it. Don't be scared. Go for that shit. If you feel like that motherfucker's the one, go get him. Go get him. You go get him. Come on, let's go get him. Fuck that cowardly lion shit. Oh, Shaw. That's right, it is a Shaw. Yeah, that motherfucker Purdy in the parking lot at the draft, nigga knitting motherfucking shawls and shit. And then the last pick, he gets called. Thank God just imagine if he would have quit and just went home and said, fuck this draft. He would have never played in the Super Bowl. Go figure. Somebody probably, hey, bro, you ain't gonna get drafted, bro. You might as well just fuck it, nigga. Hey, they giving out, they hiring at Amazon. You know what I mean? Shit. We the nation, we ain't got time to be fucking scared. Fuck that shit. We never scared. Oh, damn, it's 8:21. I've been on one for real, huh? Oh. Hey, let me jump off here, man. Hey, salute to the nation, man. Thank y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody out there. We got 5 deuce in the motherfucking watching. Appreciate it, man. Hey, please smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we're 4 away from 1,500. And the only thing left is to hit 2,000. And you know what's going down. 2 lucky winners that subscribe to the channel will get 1 customized Raider jersey, home or away. Your name, your number, your size, it's all on you from Raiders Allegiance. You feel me? Keep y'all rocking for next season. If we can get it before the season starts, that'll be better. Y'all have y'all new jersey to rock that shit when the new season start, when we beat the shit out of everybody and go to the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. Look, here's another thing. No team has ever won the Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback. Never. Now, some of y'all might say, well, dude, we're not going to win now. Well, before we did it before, not with the rookie quarterback, but no team, no wild card team has ever won the Super Bowl until we did it first. So why we can't win a Super Bowl with a rookie quarterback and be the first motherfuckers to do it? And tell everybody, sit on this shit and spin, bitch. You feel me? Sit on that shit and spin. But hey, let me get off of here, man. Hey, yeah, that's right, y'all. Once again, hey, prayers to Raider Gabe, bruh, and his family. Like I said, man, this is a time that we all need to come together, bruh, and support our own. You feel me? So with that being said, man, when you guys get a chance, man, have a little prayer. If y'all can donate money, man, please do so. With the GoFundMe, you know what I mean? I just, man, my heart goes out to him, bro, because I really, truly, man, that shit. When you've had something like that happen to you, you understand the magnitude of the pain. You know what I mean? It's not something that just you could just blow over. You know what I mean? So with that being said, hey, Gabe, if you're watching, if you're listening, bruh, hey, you are in our prayers, bruh, and I hope you and your family get through this hard time and as one, and just love each other and be there for each other, man. That's the only advice I can give you, is just be that rock for everybody who can't be. You know what I mean? Because not all of us is going to be strong in certain situations. There's going to be people that's going to need each other and help them with support, man. So with that being said, man, I'm Lunatic Raider. This is Raiders Allegiance. You guys have been watching Raiders Sunrise Live. I appreciate y'all. Once again, please, if you have not done so, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up, man. Hey, one nation, under God, indivisible, with silver and black for all. We out this bitch. Ha ha!